hope that they pick it up.
Love you, man.
They pick it up.
You were a true patriot.
I'm live on TV right
No,
now.
oh, I'm sorry about that. Keep fighting, man.
Okay.
Keep fighting. Don't let the libtards call you names. Don't let them call you an ethnically dubious pillow pusher. Don't let them call you a marginally brain-addled, corrupt goofball. Well, you're doing great. Don't let them call you names, what I'm saying. What I'm saying is be strong. Don't let them push you around or call you names like a completely clueless, crazy old man who believes everything he reads on the internet. Don't let them call you names. Stay strong. You're doing great. Love you, man.
Hey everybody, Maz Jobrani here, cleaned up for you to talk about Mike Lindell, the pillow guy. He's still around. What kind of country are we living in where people are still listening to this crazy conspiracy theorist dude who I actually feel sad for? As you saw in that clip right there, he's out in public yelling and screaming, doing some sort of interview or whatever he's doing. Probably should find an office. But he's getting heckled out in public, and I don't know if that was a Republican guy or a Democrat guy, whoever it was. It's got to be hard to be Mike Lindell these days, but I don't think he's fazed by it. Lost his mind a long time ago, and he keeps going. And now, even his own people are starting to turn on him. You see a lot of people, I mean, we all knew he was crazy at the beginning, but now even Republicans are saying, well, some of his ideas about these voting machines are really crazy.
You know, I believe you have the CCP, the globalists, the Uniparty. I believe it's all one just happy family, and we showed it on all the 50 states. You get to Utah where there's no day election. It's all mail-in. It's pure crime. Nobody votes in Utah. Nobody, Brandon. It's all just made up.
And for Republicans to say the pillow guy is crazy, that shows you how crazy he's got to be. But then he tops it. He goes and he says any mail-in ballots are illegitimate. And he says nobody votes in Utah. You see, the crazy stuff here is all of it is provable. Like, people do vote in Utah, and as a matter of fact, they vote mostly Republican. So I don't even know where he's going with this. He's kind of spiraling out of control to the point of like Tasmanian devil. He's just like, he's got nothing to go on, but he keeps getting airtime. Is it because he can afford to pay to get on air? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But the fact that there are people who listen to him and go, okay, fine, you're right. Yeah, nobody votes in Utah. By the way, we're supposed to be a democracy. We're supposed to make voting easier for people. And the issue is that the side that lost under Trump is claiming that it was so easy that then there was a lot of voter fraud, which hasn't been proven. And they just keep going. Mike Lindell reminds me of those cults. There's a lot of religious cults where they'll say, the world is coming to an end, so let's sell all your stuff. Give me all your money. We're all going to go to some cliff, and the end of the day, the rapture's coming, end of days is coming. We're going to go live there until Jesus comes and takes us into the next life. And then they go and they sell everything, and then they go hang out by a cliff, and Jesus doesn't come. And then the leader goes, oh, we were just being tested. Let's keep going. And some people hang in there. And that's the pillow guy and anybody else who follows the pillow guy. He's been saying now for almost 2 years he's going to show proof of voter fraud. He hasn't shown proof of voter fraud. He just keeps saying there's voter fraud. In Arizona, they did some sort of audit, and they found out that Biden actually had won with more votes. And yet these people continue to say there was voter fraud. Is it possible, Mike Lindell, that Donald Trump had a lot of people who liked him, but he also had a lot more people that didn't like him? I'm going to go with yes, because Donald Trump is a horrible human being. And if Mike Lindell would just maybe concede and go, okay, fine, it's possible that Trump lost fairly, he could go back to doing whatever it is that he does, like selling pillows or whatever else he does.
Everybody knows Steve Bannon, and he always says on his show, I'm not a machine guy now, you know what I mean?
He said that to me yesterday. He said that to me yesterday in the booth. I'm not really a machine guy.
Right. So then we get, he says that, I think, so deep down, of course he believes the machine's got to go.
And these people live in such a crazy world. First of all, every time they're on a new network, the network gets more and more fringe. It's like American News Network, White Right Network. It just keeps getting nuttier and nuttier. And then he alludes to Steve Bannon, who is just he's the worst human being. He's Jabba the Hutt. And he goes, even Steve Bannon wasn't a machine guy, meaning even Steve Bannon was saying that the machines could not be stealing votes. And then the pillow guy, Mike Lindell, says this because Steve Bannon wants to avoid any kind of lawsuits from Dominion Voting, which were the voting machines. I hope everyone that gets sued by Dominion Voting for claiming there was voter fraud when there wasn't voter fraud, I hope they have to pay billions and billions of dollars and they go bankrupt. Because you can't just go around saying there was some crap and just keep spewing falsehoods and keep moving forward without paying the price. So I hope they do pay the price. And if you're alluding to Steve Bannon to try and gain your points, you're pointing at the wrong guy. He's a horrible human being. And even he said that Steve Bannon wasn't believing in his theories. And then in this clip, he just said, maybe I'm a machine guy. Who cares what Steve Bannon is? He is another crazy conspiracy theorist who's trying to bring down America and democracy. Who cares?
It's computers. Brrr. Let's see what go here. Brrr. You know, let's give Pennsylvania more votes than voters.
And then he goes on to do his, you know, that's how you do it. That's how you steal an election. And then in Pennsylvania, you have more votes than voters. Again, not true. This guy's just going around the country spewing falsehoods. He's clearly sick in the head. He needs help. Someone needs to help him. I know Jimmy Kimmel tried to talk sense into him, and it didn't work. Someone's got to help Mike Lindell, and he's lost all credibility, but he never had credibility. None of these people do. And that's the problem, is that a lot of conspiracy theorists have continued to put falsehoods out there, and people who might be kind of on the precipice of being possibly people who believe in truths start to go down the rabbit hole, and then they start following the Mike Lindells, and they follow the Steve Bannons, and they follow the Alex Joneses, and we end up in a country where we can't even agree on what truth is, what facts are. As Kellyanne Conway famously said, we have alternative facts. And then we end up with a bunch of people running for political positions, big positions, governor positions, secretary of state positions, who believe the election was stolen when it clearly was not. So there's danger to this. It's funny, he's the pillow guy. His pillows suck, but there's danger to it. So once again, I think the conclusion is please vote. Make sure you register. Vote blue. Vote sane. Even if you go, I'm going to vote red. Vote sane. I don't know if there's any more sane Republicans, but please vote blue because these people are out of their minds. Oh, pillow guy. I'm Maz Jobrani. Come see me on tour. I'll make you laugh. At Maz Jobrani. I'll see you there. Bye.